Danganronpa.
Alrighty, we should be live and good to go. What's going on, everyone? It is Zeke here today, coming back with another live stream episode of Danganronpa V1. Hope everybody is doing well today. Hope chat is doing good. Let's see here. How you doing, Joseph? Let me see you in chat. Yeah. Let's see here, we should be good to go. Where we left off on Wednesday, where did we leave off? Trying to think. Oh, that's right, the class trial, so someone died. And yeah, we're about ready to start the class trial. I believe where we left off was the prep screen. So yeah, before we get into it today, if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and share the video or live stream, depending if you're here with us watching live or not. Oh crap, I forgot to do an announcement on Twitter. Let me do that real quick. I completely forgot. I was doing stuff before that, and it slipped my mind. So let me make an announcement on Twitter real quick before we get into it. Whoopsie daisies. My bad. Can't wait for good old Twitter to load now. Come on, girl. There we go. That's my bad. All right. Let's see here. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, there we go. We are live with Not Love. We are live. Okay, let's just do this then. Live. Oh my god. Live with Danganronpa V1 blind. Okay. Oops. Come watch. Paste link. Paste link. There we go. There we go. Taking a lot longer than it needs to be. Sending tweet sent. Perfect. Alright. Take a look at chat again. Alright. We should be good to go now. It's Friday, so I know people are a little late on Fridays. It's cool though. It's cool. I'm gonna finish up this beef stick real quick. And let's get into it. Class trial, alright.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
Shut up.
So,
Not in the mood
your
for
votes will
Monokuma.
determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Of course you do.
Deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura
Deja vu.
is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Dang.
I had nothing to do with it.
We're already...
Yeah, I'd never kill someone.
This is
no
Black
way.
Tina right here.
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Tina seems really sure that one of those three is the killer. But she must have some reason for believing that. It's gotta be the idiot. I swear it has to be.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
What was her account? Let me look. Not this. Sakura had written notes to Toko, Byakuya, and Yashiro. Alright.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You
Uh-huh.
hated her.
Who said that?
That doesn't make any sense. That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
There it is. I gotta be the one that actually, use their brain.
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them, but... And does that mean one of them did it? Come on! Pocket trash. What was pocket trash? Oh, it was heroes.
There's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
Uh-huh.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
Idiot.
No, that's wrong. Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka
He's gonna
dots.
say no. Watch.
What's that got to do with anything?
Oh, he didn't.
Red polka dots?
Even
That
dumber.
must be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's,
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura. It's the only explanation.
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
That's also false.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Hina just recently gave her
Must have
candy.
got it sometime before then.
when Sakura got that candy.
I'm not sure about that, Hero. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
I mean, what I meant was, Oh,
Uh,
that's right. I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
hold up.
What a sudden hostility.
Alright, how's it going, Pizza? I'm doing good. How you doing, man? I was about to put my headphones in so I can hear better because I forgot to do that. I'm like, hold up. I have to check audio here in a second. Well, let's see here. The audio is still going to my other monitor. Well, that's an issue. You're mad because you lost 5. Oh, wow, that's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Let me see if I need to like reset the game or something. Let me save real quick so I can reset the game so I can get the audio to work on the right thing. It's your launch. Audio gonna work now? Possibly. Come on. This thing is so slow. Yes, okay, audio works now. It's very loud.
Danganronpa.
I have fixed it. Okay, sick. Alright. I have fixed it. I don't think it's happy with the headphones, but I really don't care. Yeah, we'll see if I play it on PS4. Your chances are like a 20 out of 100, so. I mean, I'll definitely be playing like DR3 on PS4, but DR2 I'll probably be playing on PC, like, I'm gonna be honest. So, PS3 here. There you go. I'll try, Joseph. I'll try.
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
He is, though.
You're acting incredibly suspicious. It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Proof.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about...
He's talking about something. Twitch is using mobile version. That would make sense, though. Honestly. There. That helps my ears. What would a shining message even mean? Oh, sinning. I don't know.
It was her dying message. Just like what you guys.
Well, if I've learned anything from Ace Attorney, dying messages mean nothing.
I saw it for myself.
See? Choco did it.
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
But yeah, like, I'm probably gonna... We'll see. If I absolutely can't play DR2 and stream at the same time on my computer, then I'll buy it on the PS4.
Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh? It was on the magazine shelf.
Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right.
Okay, well then I'm gonna be running like DR2 on the computer then.
I found it right there.
Didn't DR3 come out in like what, 2017? I feel like. I don't know when DR3 came out. I know it came out like way later.
Makes sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
There's definitely, I'm not paying attention. There's something strange about it, chat. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. What did Hiro told us? What did Hiro tell us? Okay. Oh. How does he know? How does he know that he saw it? What is UDG? Is that like is that like ultimate, what was it called? Ultimate Dying Girls something? I don't know.
I can tell you exactly where I found
I'm still yet to like play it.
And I can
Oops.
tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
That's true.
When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
So we're gonna have to play with something.
I can tell you exactly what I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
It's a crappy shooter with a mediocre story. Okay, well,
I can tell you
figure it out, I
exactly when
guess.
I found the dying message when Ogre's body was discovered.
Bruh.
And I can tell
No!
you
Okay.
it was only after the investigation had begun.
No, no. Okay, I'm sick of this. Sick of this.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found it was only after the investigation had begun.
Okay,
I found the magazine.
let's actually hit it this time.
What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
Wait, what? Oh, I guess it was wrong either way. Okay, well, I guess I'll have to play the game.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When
I
Ogre's
don't
body
know
was
what this is.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I
Yeah,
found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
yeah,
When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
okay.
problem.
Chat, I'm so confused. Is it the other one that I have to hit?
I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when
I don't know if I'm supposed to hit it with...
When I pulled it out.
What's your problem?
Let me save. No, I can't save.
What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
Okay, it's not that. Yeah, we're probably... I'm lost. This is what I get for not paying attention.
I can tell you, it was only after I found the
magazine tucked away on the magazine
shelf. When I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
No, 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 I didn't want that.
And I can tell you, it was only I found
the magazine tucked away on
the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
Okay, figured it out. We got it. But yeah, like, I'll play, like, UDG after
When Sakura's body
the
was
other
found,
two.
That magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's
I
no
suck
way
at
you could've
shooters,
seen
though.
them. Tell us the truth, hero. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it?
Okay.
All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko.
You idiot.
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
What does it matter where we found... Dude. You didn't even investigate the crime scene. Like, what is wrong with this dude? He's stupid.
He's just trying to confuse us. Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
He planted it.
I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message.
Why are we wasting our time?
100%, without a doubt. She
This
wrote
is the
it.
shortest trial, right?
So you know it's true.
This trial has to be the shortest one, right? Without a doubt. No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Oh, we actually. Oh god, this is gonna be
Show
fun.
me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest.
That's right. I have to reload.
I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh.
Well, how do I use my thing? Where's my How do I use my thing? My space key.
I'm at least 30% right.
Space key.
The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
There.
Show me the proof.
5 is the shortest? Okay.
This should prove it. I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Oh, so we're going like the actual reason.
Who did write it?
Hero could very well
The
have written it
realistic
himself.
reason.
That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
He admits to it.
He admits it.
I figured as much.
But
Idiot.
why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her.
Alright, so he obviously didn't kill her.
Just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there,
If I know anything about Ace Attorney, it means admitting to killing someone means you didn't kill them. But it feels like a piece of candy.
and that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence.
Would you like a piece of candy?
Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. Oh dang, she was gonna kill herself.
I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me.
No!
She was
You
gonna kill me and
moron.
make her escape.
Oh my god, she was gonna kill herself, you idiot.
So of course I freaked out, and then I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening.
This is stupid.
Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you. You're the worst.
Why Toko?
Die.
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
Are we done
You're
here?
not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
Hold on.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
A lot.
Thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
Where'd he go? Oh, I only have one heart left. What is it? What is it, chat? You have 2 minutes. Just tell me what it is. I don't know and I don't want to die. What he would have had to do after writing the message. Why the magazine was hidden. There you go. Or actually had to read something.
That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
Huh?
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well,
He has no.
I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Oh.
Really?
He's lying. He's gotta be lying.
So obviously someone poisoned her.
No reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
No, he just didn't kill her.
The truth. Someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about
So who
that.
would have killed her?
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine,
Byakuya.
they must not have liked what was written on it.
No, Byakuya doesn't like Toko. Byakuya. Wait, I'm wrong?
Shoot!
What? Wait. Someone who didn't like it. Toko.
I got it!
What do you mean? Byakuya would make the only most sense.
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person who
Because
shouldn't have
Byakuya doesn't like Toko and he messed with the crime scene before.
Is he right, Coco?
I mean, it's a valid explanation.
Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hero just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Oh, yeah, true.
Who asked you?
Valid.
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
Thank you, Makoto.
What do you mean?
What he
Monokuma.
means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
Watch it be Monokuma, though.
Serious? That's just...
I would laugh.
I don't believe it.
Hiro,
Wait,
tell us what happened one more time.
it would have been
If we go
Monokuma.
through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
Nobody else would have killed her.
So,
And Monokuma has a
Just
motive.
Tell us what happened one more time when you attacked.
Wow.
I don't really see why, but okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro still isn't the real killer. And I have to prove that, if only, right? If only. Let me guess, poison? Yellow powder, probably.
I didn't want to, but I did it.
No, you didn't.
I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before
Okay.
I could do anything.
You hit her from behind,
That's-
and you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
She wouldn't die from that.
After the first swing, the bottle shattered. And
No injury or indication as to why she would have vomited blood. She... of a blow, singular blow.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hero really is the killer.
What? Status of the... Okay, that's what she's going. That's what they want me to go for, the status.
I did it. I grabbed the Monokuma
What is
bottle.
Kyoko's examination summary? Suffer 2 blows to the head. Alright.
And I hit her from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. You only hit her once.
Yeah, just once.
I hate this game.
After the first swing, the
Hate
ball
this game.
and
See? Hero really is
Hate this game.
I didn't want to, but I grabbed the Monokuma and I hit Ogre from behind.
You hit her, but you only hit her once.
just once.
Thank you.
No, that's wrong. If Sakura died from
Why is my thing loading?
that
Keep
doesn't explain
buffering.
why she had 2 head wounds.
Is it my phone?
She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
Hold up. Okay, I think it's my
Remember,
phone.
This girl examines dead bodies as
Yeah.
a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her
As a
once.
hobby.
How could she have 2
We don't know what she is, right? She
2
seems like a
wounds means
detective.
She was struck twice.
She looks like one.
Both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
She acts like one.
How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice.
Did Toko really kill someone?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves.
I don't believe it.
There's something very
I really
suspicious
don't.
about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right?
Obviously, it looks like there should be
And you
6
found
there.
pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chest piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hero hit.
Oh, they were mixed. Okay.
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles
Yeah,
in total,
I said,
meaning
thought so.
1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
There's 6 spots for bottles.
If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it
The
should
same
become clear.
size. It already came clear when I first saw it. It literally did. You can go back and watch. You can go back and watch. I made that connection. How many letters? SH. What is it? F. Wasn't P. I died. Oh. Whoops. It wasn't P. Yes.
I refuse to give up yet.
This is like really stupid though. S. But C. No. D. D H E. Oh, what? Excuse me. Oh, it's chess piece. My bad. Thought it was something else.
Now I understand.
I thought it said chest size.
That's it. The chest pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure with a different chess piece.
I just
King,
noticed
rook,
that.
Bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain.
I don't know anything about chess.
In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4.
Are you kidding me?
And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only
Yes,
have
we wouldn't
evidence
know,
of 5 bottles
would
from the
we?
scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Chest?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Yeah,
Is there really?
that's not what I mean.
I'm gonna be getting insulted a lot.
Bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case.
Was it really Toko?
That bottle could have disappeared any time.
I don't believe it.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle
I
was
don't
in.
believe it.
Maybe then you'll understand.
It was... It was broken.
The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Where'd the chest piece go?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that
That's
shows there was
right.
more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
You betcha.
And what is this evidence?
Why do you care? I love how both people around me are dead.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment.
A little
We
experiment.
compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that
Yeah,
the
poor
weight of the
Taka.
pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
Was he really? Aw, poor
So
Taka.
from this, we can surmise
Is
that
every
2
other
bottles
person
were
dead?
actually broken at the scene of the crime.
Every other person is
Someone
dead.
did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
Missing Ranakuma bottle. Hey, what's up, T-Rex? How you doing? Sakura.
Got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
Good to hear, man.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
Is it really?
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow.
Speaking about Hiro. Literally, as soon as Hiro said that, admitted to killing Sakura, I'm like, okay, well, obviously Hiro didn't kill Sakura. I'm like, oh, okay. I was just like, cool, short us trial. Nope. Still here.
Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been...
So
in the
Toko
room when
killed
the
him,
incident took
her,
place.
and killed him. I said
There
M.
was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
Is there now?
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
You just...
Shut up! Until 2 seconds
Exactly.
ago, you were claiming you killed her.
Exactly.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
You're always wrong.
Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
Sure.
It was right after I got Ogre's note.
Uh-huh.
I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
Oh.
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room.
Oh.
I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in.
Dude, just shut up.
But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
No.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
Yeah. I wish I could.
Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
Inside the locker? Or...
I don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm
Lies.
sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
What? Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. And I have it. A new element has been added just now. Okay, absolutely. Yeah, I haven't. I've been doing exactly that. To your finishing blow. The proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. I'll take it confirmed for Tokyo Game Show 21. Hold up. Drop the info in chat. Hold up. I gotta look. Hold up. Give me a sec. Let me look on Twitter real quick. I'll switch screen over in a sec. I'll switch screen over in a second. So I get it up. Let me save this. I can't save right now. That's a disappointment. In other news, Riptide announces it will no longer host Project Plus tournaments after being contacted by Nintendo. Hold up. Where is it? Atlas, come on. Or do I need to look at Atlas or Sega's account? 3-day showcase. Alright, let me take a look here. Once I find it, I'll pull it up, chat. Atlas, Sega. Sure. Oh, this is confirmed hours ago. Whoops. I'll throw up on Nintendo Live. Let's see here. There we go. Alright. Oh crap, I switched over to the wrong desktop, my bad. Actually, instead of doing this, Control Z, Control Z, let me change the browser source. Instead, there we go. Refresh. There we go. Interact. There we go. And we can just cut that stuff out of here for now. Just over a month to go until Tokyo Game Show 2021, which will be an online event running from September 30th through October 3rd. Sega, and by extension Atlus, have announced their plans for the show and confirmed a Sega Atlus channel livestream that will span October 1st through October 3rd. This will be, whether this will be one continuous stream or multiple segments has yet to be confirmed. There's probably going to be multiple segments. Also starting today is the Love Sega campaign running from August 27th up till September 12th. Fans can tweet images of videos of themselves with Sega Atlus merch cosplay and be featured on an official website and potentially a upcoming video. We'll just have to wait and see what Switch projects are announced as part of the show, but NintendoWare will be sure to keep you up to date as when they will come in. There you go. I should get an ad blocker. But yep, there you go. There's your news. You gotta get some poggers in chat. We'll talk about this later. I have a friend that you guys should go watch that I think we'll be talking about this later as well. V6. You can find him on YouTube. I believe he's going to be talking about this later as well. Just find him on Twitter, and it's someone else's podcast. I know he's going to be on it, though. But, yep. There we go. Let's see here. Get my normal display capture up just in case, and we'll switch back over to Danganronpa. And display capture needs to be at 2. There we go. Yep, David Cast at 7. We're gonna be streaming until 8, and that's when I'm gonna stop by the podcast. But yeah, you should definitely check the podcast out after this. I believe they'll probably be talking about it. Oh, we're about halfway through the game now. Sick. So we're probably gonna die because I don't know the right one. I'll have to read the text actually. There you go. Okay. Glass shards in the floor. Hiding in the rec room. Don't be ridiculous. No. Frick. Okay. So they end up giving you the right one either way. I didn't have time to read it. Oh, sound. Crap, my bad. Sorry, chat. Sorry, chat. Thanks for reminding me.
They must have been hiding in there
Oh,
and put
what?
their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
So many people involved.
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
She's talking
She
normally.
just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura. No, I swear there's no.
Toko is the
way.
tiniest ant. Yeah, true though.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again.
So there's 3 people involved with this.
Probably. Give us the details, Toko. What happened?
This is why they
between
didn't tell
and
you how
Sakura?
she was killed. It was by the poison. Guarantee it.
Now,
After
Sakura
I
can
read
survive 2
Sakura's
hits.
note, I decided to go there early, so I went.
Someone poisoned her.
I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared.
She
to
might have
push
accidentally
her head
poisoned
on.
herself.
So I figured
Wait!
I'd sneak in first.
Was that the plot twist? She killed herself?
Did you see what happened?
That's probably it.
He hit her.
Yes.
We're
And
thinking
I
about
saw
this
you write my
too
name.
hard.
I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura? After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound.
Or have I heard
like a
probably before?
monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura covered in blood and staring her
Those
right at
Goku
me.
eyes, though.
When I saw that blood, I fainted. Right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Who's her? Her? Who? Okay.
Guess it's back!
It was your fault after all.
No, it wasn't.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Dang, he
To
embarrassed.
be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wonder. So I opened my eyes to see.
Sakura.
Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle.
Come on. Come on, internet. Why is it doing this? Oh my god. Okay. My internet is currently having some difficulties, so I will be like right back. Alright, we should be back. Yeah, we should be good to go again. I don't know what the issue was, but it just decided to fail. Alright, we're good. We're back again. OBS is not happy today. Anyways.
Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible. No, she's terrible. Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an
I really
adorable
hope
boy
that it
with
just
a
didn't
murder.
kick everybody out.
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman. If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master.
Wow.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone.
Don't drag me into it. That's funny.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me.
Hmm.
'Cause
That's
normally,
funny.
Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Probably.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
So that's good. Keep talking like that, and Hina's gonna.
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
No. Yeah, I thought you for sure you'd have some words for Hero on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do
No. Why do you keep wanting to rush this?
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about
She literally
this?
killed herself.
I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't. It literally
Tell us
wasn't.
your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Shut up.
Your wish is my command, darling.
Oh my god. Not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is Sakura herself. Has to be. Hope chat comes back. Hope chat comes back. You guys still there?
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front
And
of
let me know if you're still there,
chat.
chat.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
Alright, sick. YouTube.
And where did
YouTube is like telling me 0 viewers. Just wanted to make sure.
I killed her there in front of the shelf.
Oh, you didn't.
I was just sleeping peacefully.
Uh,
Sakura was right there in front of me.
you are not there. Well, that's an issue. YouTube moments. Hold up, Kyoko's analysis. No blood was found on either of her hands. Suffered 2 blows to the head.
I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
Status of Sakura's body. And then Ogre was covered in blood.
Head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it, I smashed her.
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up.
Nope.
I killed her there in front of the shelf.
There you go.
What's wrong?
YouTube do be weird though.
Found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, You finally noticed.
Yeah, because I'm not stupid.
Another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
She
Sure you didn't attack
she
her
literally
while
has
sitting in
a
the
specific
chair?
way to kill someone, like, you know this.
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the
YouTube
same
is
way.
really weird. I don't understand it. I just make the content. Evidence of prisoner's attack in front of the magazine shelf would be the blood on the floor. Or wherever the blood on the floor is.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf.
I know though, it's stupid. Twitch is
The
like
blood stain on
instant.
the magazines is proof of
The only
that.
reason I'm not on Twitch is because I don't know. I guess I never really thought about it.
All to make it look like I did it.
Ultimately,
I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
everything's on YouTube and it always has been. Twitch isn't the best either.
I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Exactly.
Then what's the deal?
Who could move her?
Are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy.
Oh, is it?
After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
Nope.
Huh. So she just hid in there till everyone
She's
showed up?
literally the definition of some, like, she's both a prosecutor and an attorney.
She just snuck out of the locker into the group.
She doesn't know.
No, I don't think that's possible.
She's not even looking at the evidence. I was in the locker. The locker was talking to
I
myself.
got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open.
What is this sound?
So obviously,
Okay.
couldn't have been hiding there.
I'm like, the music is like, I'm like, what?
Okay then. Where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
Oh my god.
How do you not know? You killed her!
Shut up, Hero. You probably killed
The
her.
fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
Wow!
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
Poison.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
God. Dude, Makoto needs to be smarter. I hate to say it, but it pains me to say it, but he needs to be a little bit smarter. He should have already had this figured out by now. So now we can finally use the yellow powder?
What was it that killed Ogre?
Yellow powder.
It wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack. Then what was it?
Your mom.
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
What? Bruh. Okay, that's not right.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill...
What is her account? Okay.
Then what was it?
Genocide Jill's attack.
There's
Whoops.
no other possible cause. What killed Sakura?
The file.
Anything other than the shot to her head.
The file. I don't get it. I didn't look at the file. I just want to use the yellow powder.
On a Kuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to the cause
Ah,
of death.
pizza, no. Pizza's been taken by the
left around her mouth.
gods.
Well, I mean,
He's been taken off the planet.
with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
What kind
No,
of fetish
I'm not
is this?
into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Wow!
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at.
Oh
So
my
no
god.
mistake.
She was poisoned.
You're making me go all weak in the knees!
Oh god.
She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
It's easy to figure out.
You can explain it?
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
You're
Jeez.
the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
Oh.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found...
Chem C9.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The
The
record.
shelf is divided up into 3 sections.
Oh, we found that bottle in the A section.
In section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
No, it came from section A.
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Well, I don't think you'll necessarily be fine.
I got it!
But
The poison
I'm
was
sure
actually
you'll
in
still
Section A,
live.
wasn't it?
Huh? You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Who knows?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because
We're
the
asking
culprit
you that,
searched out.
idiot.
That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips. We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do was stand there and watch. But if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was calm as ever. Well,
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble!
he's still alive.
Drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about
Oh, he drank protein crap.
Huh? What are you talking about?
this? I'm talking about the protein, of course.
You moron.
Protein?
Oh!
For a second.
Sure. Do whatever you like.
They replaced the... Oh. They switched the bottles.
This is... It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't.
It would have been funny if he just
but it was
dropped.
protein powder. Which makes one wonder.
Where's the
Poison that should have been
poison?
in that bottle. Where did it go?
The protein shake. Hangman's Gambit. Tea. Oh, it's a drink. It's not a shake. PROTEI Moon NDRI. Did I just take damage? NK.
Now I understand.
Now I understand.
The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched.
Wow.
So the protein was in the bottle of poison.
I didn't think it was that complex. I thought someone just like straight up
Once you
dumped
accept
it in
that,
there.
It becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
I knew it was poison. I just
Holy crap!
didn't realize how
All they had to
complex
do
it
was hand her
was.
something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Now, a
You're saying
Who
they
put the
gave her a
poison in?
protein drink, right?
who switched
A
it?
protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That
Protein.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
You're an idiot.
But
Shut
what
up.
was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
Do
For
you?
real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Oh, footprints. Sakura. Sakura killed herself.
The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
Who?
The footprints. They're mine.
Oh my god.
If you're all gonna find out anyway,
Are you kidding me?
I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
I'm done.
Then Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Nina.
Plus, Nina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close.
Yeah, I'm kind of sick of this, not gonna lie. My mic keeps getting screwed up. Many ways.
Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us.
Yay.
I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
If she did it though,
Is it true?
I'm done. Like, I quit.
Kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right?
This is
That's when you
torture.
switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the
This is
poison.
absolute torture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
You're not
Yes!
about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you?
Don't make me suffer.
The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent.
It's your favorite class trial because I'm gonna suffer.
Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but
I can tell I'm probably gonna be suffering a lot.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of...
What do you
some
mean?
side
Most people watch me
sentimentalism.
for the suffer because I suffer
But
and then they
there's
laugh.
still an unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
She's not gonna be able to.
well,
There you go.
that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty means I have to tell
Okay,
you
just another
everything.
idiot. Thank God.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, I'll be quiet. I'll be
That
quiet.
you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was... I was just nervous. the footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please. I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many
Honestly, I
times
like
you
that
hear it.
nickname.
How long until you're
Big Mac.
satisfied?
Oh, okay. I was reading. Okay.
First, I went to Section C.
Okay.
That's when I grabbed the poison.
Poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground.
This music.
Yeah. When I grabbed
It's
the bottle,
different.
I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to Section A.
Okay.
And that's where I switched the powders.
Alright.
Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in Section A.
No, you didn't.
Then I took the bottle with the poison in it
Oh.
and left the chemical.
Yeah, you did.
That's all there is to it.
But why?
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we talk?
Confused. But why is C? You didn't put it back. Alright.
First I went to, that's when I grabbed the, and you spilled some of the, yeah. Okay, I moved from Section A, and that's what, once I was done, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back.
No, you didn't. You didn't put it back.
Shoot!
Well. Wait. You didn't do it. My brain
First I went to
hurts.
Section C, that's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
What is source of the powder? That is C4. That is C9.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to Section A, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled
Chat, I'm gonna need help.
back in Section A.
Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem lab. That's all there is to it.
That makes no
Honestly, that's
sense.
enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
Chat, I need help.
First,
My
I
brain
went to
hurts.
section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from section C to section A.
Chat,
And that's where I switched the
chat, I seriously need help.
Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in section A.
Mm.
Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem lab. That's all there is.
This makes no sense. C to A is where you shoot. What do I? Okay, I need to figure out where I shoot. I'll figure out what I need to
That's when I went
shoot.
to section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
Want it to be
And you
footprints?
spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah.
Oh!
When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from section
No, you didn't.
No, that's wrong.
There's no footprints over there.
You said you went to get the poison from section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to section A. That contradicts what you just said.
What? Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well,
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to section A. So you never went to section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved section A.
well, you see...
What the?
Oh, my
the
brain
hell? What's
hurts.
going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
My brain seriously hurts right now.
I'd like to submit some new evidence.
Oh, would you?
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Going
Are
to
you
prosecution right now.
After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
What? A piece of glass.
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle.
Yep.
And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
I'm
You
upping.
still don't
Hold up. I'm upping the voice volume.
Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Huh? Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of
I have no idea. Oh, the light blue glass. Eh?
I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
She put the bottle back. It would be on section A of the shelf.
the bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
Yep.
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to
Thank
the
God. I was losing it,
It was
chat.
there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
This is something else.
Me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that?
I just
You
did.
know what I don't know.
Because we can know. There's proof that someone brought the protein can in the rec room after it was opened. This is definitely the longest case.
When it comes to that protein can, there's no
The
doubt in my
story
mind.
writing is super good.
Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
Then where
So
was
you're
it?
saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
How do you know? It wasn't.
When it comes to that protein can,
It would have
there's not a
been
doubt in my mind.
the empty
Until
protein
the locked
drink.
room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door?
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
Yes!
Wrong. You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can.
They were
He also
underneath
underneath the can.
the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
But how?
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
So we finally get to what I
She
thought.
was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was?
Yeah, I thought so.
Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Thought
Then tell
so.
us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
I have no clue. Probably Hina, right? No, it wasn't Hina. Hero? It was who? It was who?
Shoot!
It was who? Oh, Sakura.
Got it!
My bad.
I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
The moment of truth.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking!
Oh, that's caps lock.
You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong!
There. What is it?
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
Yellow powder. Finally, the yellow powder.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Over's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura.
I knew she did this.
And when Sakura
I
dropped
knew
the
it.
bottle,
You
she
can go
dropped it
back
right
half
from
an
where
hour.
she was
I said she
actually
committed
standing,
suicide. You can go back a half an hour.
which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself.
My head seriously hurts from
But
this
the powder
though.
still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place?
To kill herself.
The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
The one that killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison. The unsolved mystery of the locker room. There's only one way to explain it.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
But of course,
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't
wow.
you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
Wow.
You said you were
This
going
is
to go
something
for
else,
everyone
man.
else.
Best
Your
case of the
real
game.
intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab,
My
you
head
went
is
straight to the
pounding,
section
but
where
best case of the
protein powder
game.
was kept. There, you took the powder and
I
poured it
got
into the
this
bottle of
all
poison
wrong.
you grabbed from the rec room.
I'm so happy I did.
When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room, while everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! No! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is.
Dang.
No. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Of course we do. Alright. Sakura wanted to talk to Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. So we got to the rec room early and hid somewhere. Okay. This is flying out. Whoever at the murder he thought he committed. What did he do? I'm not looking at chat right now, just I wanted to let you know. At that point, Toko was in the locker. Oh. She would have came out of the locker, I believe. So yeah, this needs to be switched. I think. I know where this goes. So this goes right here. And I don't know if we want to... Which one? I think we're gonna do that one. And then we're gonna do this one. She put the magazine back up. Okay. So... This... Wait. This one was... Okay. So this needs to come out. This needs to go back in. Think. And then this would be that. Yeah, okay. And then she pulled out this. Someone grabbed. It was one of those. The bottle of poison. She this is gonna be difficult. It's gonna be either it's these two. It's this. Think.
Here's exactly what happened.
We'll find out.
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others, Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Okay, so I was right. The first time. Got it. This is right here. Alright. This is right here.
Here is you! But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others, Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, Her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura. And she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death?
Okay. Alright. I can't save, so chat, we're gonna have to switch some things. Actually, I take that back. Hold up. This should be right.
Here's exactly what happened.
If not, we die.
And that explains how Sakura was attacked. But even after those 2... So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort was you, Hina. That's the full truth of the case.
Aw, we don't get to see an execution this time.
Took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Because I'm a genius.
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case.
Dang, that must hurt.
See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Well, chat. Oh, I got a B. Oh, I got an A? Nah, that's B material. That's B material.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's right, that does exist.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of
This
me.
must have been boring for
Well,
Monokuma.
you don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the
He didn't say a single word during this whole thing.
What's it gonna be?
What's it gonna be? Someone who's already dead. That's what makes this case so awesome. He didn't say a single word.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire...
Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. There's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
You know, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of
What are you
us.
thinking?
And yet why did you do that?
Don't be mean.
Yeah, we almost died in there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because you pushed her into a corner. Y'all killed her. So that's why
Should have been the one to die.
I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean you're gonna take us all with you? You have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. You have to pay for our crimes.
What?
We're serious, that's...
What is this?
You still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hands. I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note. Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. Right after Genocide Jack attacked me, Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. Now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness.
You tried to protect me, but because of
I
me,
can't forgive this.
my closest friend got hurt. The Sakura, because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry, I just want to talk to them. Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you. Please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
Friends.
Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet... She knew it was gonna happen. You trampled all her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
You came. Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like
I
that?
have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
Could I ask you to... Yeah, you got it. Just hang on, I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder, and that's when I realized that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could, but by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura,
Please.
let me in, please open the door.
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses just like any other person. She got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That weakness, that's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her, and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. I didn't even realize it. Tina. We had killed her, all of us. We pushed her into a corner, and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hitting all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I can never face her after this.
Hey, hey,
I'm so sorry to interrupt when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but
hey.
it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? For your own opinion on what her suicide note meant?
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking, because her and me...
In other words,
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
yes, indeed.
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
Oh, what is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious? A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. Oh, what? But you know already. Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
True.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room. What? Then you lied to me?
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well,
I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. I didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy, I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had been factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut.
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For my benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, analytic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey, hey.
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with an idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first
But
place?
hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? Pizza, you literally got 10 minutes left, man. You're good. You can never hear the rest of the story. The truth is lost in darkness. It gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, geez, talk about a buzzkill, alright? Here we go. My good friend Tina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in the strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
See, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family's watched over it for over 300
I
years.
couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. And at that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reach another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive. I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. So that's why, Sakura.
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Oh! Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you had led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic. Or just, moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on
So
me.
this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, dishonor, or disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get the situation under control. And if to fulfill that obligation, I decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit
But
murder.
I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
The mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it could save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting, to protect us.
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much. No normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I I'm truly sorry. But please don't be sad. If I can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I've chosen. This is the only way I have felt to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do anything unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But...
This is... I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close and still...
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean next victim? Nobody here blames anyone. First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with the fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
What?
Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Dang straight. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well,
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody else can blame Hina either.
Ooh-hoo.
Whether or not there was a spy, it never really mattered. Because the one we need to destroy is you. Nobody else.
What? What do you want?
What the heck? This is not how it's supposed to go. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that. Then go kill yourself too, man.
Phew.
Ah, lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game.
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this
Don't
game.
make me repeat myself.
There's no point participating in a game which has lost its sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What?
But what's going on here? Now I only have one thing to look forward to,
It's all clear now.
and that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does that mean... Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking. Wherever Master goes, I go. And if the Mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone...
Hey,
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning? How boring! But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
the heck?
The fun time? Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
Want me to punish you guys?
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time!
What?
Wait, but Sakura is technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna...
But...
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh, heavens no! Just because the Blackened is dead doesn't mean I can't just sub in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you I'm very particular about the bear times one rule? But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste. So for my special punishment, I prepared a special guest. A special guest.
Let's give it
I didn't know we were doing this. I was just gonna end it. Apparently we're gonna keep going longer, huh? Oh my god! Of course. Well, I gotta edit in a, broken computer in the thumbnail now. I knew this was gonna happen, and I knew I was gonna have to do it. Excavator Destroyer. This music, though. Yeah, remind me to edit in a broken laptop next time. For next episode. Remind me to do that. Oh. That's not a fun fact. You suck, man. You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk. That really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at. And I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, boiled, give me a break. The color, the smell. Grilled, it's where it's at. Yeah, I'm not doing this dialogue. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart, my soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend. How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
Huh? You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Shut the heck up. He wasn't just a laptop. He was my friend. And you killed him. Is this what you call, animism? Where a soul dwells within all things? Even, like, laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So he finally noticed them.
Actually...
Finally! No. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with a laptop, and I knew you were going to use it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all going to play out from the start. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
Yeah?
Well, I mean, the data in that laptop, it was, I guess you can call it a gift from me to you. Or maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So of course I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal. So I had to do a little, you know, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
Okay. Your alter ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel 1 billion times better. Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this. Holy moly, you're super mad. Just like unreasonably upset. Okay, time to bring things to a close. Oh, but before that, I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yeah, there's still a bit more left of Sakura's note.
Huh?
Do I have your attention? Okay, then here we go.
Hello.
Prepare your ears to the docile tones of yours truly. One other thing, there's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. What a clue.
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on this whole time I've been here, so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory. Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today. So the point now is to cause more despair. Well, you just can't stop the most important bit. Makes your bearing to rumble and tumble, huh? Makes you so mad you don't even friggin' know, huh?
You got
That's the whole point, stupid! It's to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. But at least Sakura's no. I could never let any of you grease balls have it. But...
too bad.
Sucks for you, loser! Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note. And let me just say this to the masterminds. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, no matter what. And that's seriously it. Huh? What a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die, she'll fight you. Well, whatever, who cares what some dead musclehead has to say? Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try to get some rest, you know? Maybe take some time to reconsider how much you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long, think hard. Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message. Her last clue to help us solve the mystery of this school. The mastermind did something to us. Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You...
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Ooh. Hey,
Answer me, what did you do? The mastermind did something to our bodies. What were they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plan a bomb in us or something? And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off, and the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's totally not, it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo,
The class trial's over, Monokuma's gone.
but
So now what do we do? What else is there other than to head back up? Oh yeah, okay, let's get out of here. But, you know, I still feel responsible. And dial back the ego a bit, girl. That kind of mystery someone like you could pose and is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never lost that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones who figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then I'll try. That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture? Whoa! Whoa! Oh, what are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. I want to ever go for a sleazeball like him.
What did you say?
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball, because you are.
I see.
Apparently you still have a death wish. Oh, more biting sarcasm. No wonder you didn't have any friends.
No.
Oh my god. I guess it's not so easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. And so Sakura's class trial came to an end, and we returned to the world of Oaks Peak Academy. That story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us. And I'm gonna end it right here. If I can. Alright. Now, before you all leave, there is something very important that I'm going to say. Something very, very important. Nope, don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. We are going to be here tomorrow. That's right. We're going to be streaming Danganronpa again tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern. Remember that. Remember that. Tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern, we are going to be back here again streaming. Now you can leave. As I do my usual outro. As always, I'd like to thank everyone that came and watched today. T-Rex, Pizza, and Joseph. As always, you can come and watch Danganronpa every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5:30 Eastern. Again, we will be streaming tomorrow. It's not usual, but we will be streaming tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern. I want to see if I can get closer to finishing up the game. So we're going to be streaming again tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern for quite a while. And probably like all day. And then we are going to, I don't know what we're going to do after that, but we'll see. Trying to think here. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash it like button, and share the video. And yeah, we will catch you all hopefully tomorrow for another episode of Danganronpa V1. Peace.